Yo, back at you again with another video. In this video though, we're gonna talk about windscreens, and making them all black. Hey! Alright YouTube, so in this video, we're gonna talk about windscreens, right? My windscreen isn't that bad. I actually don't mind it, but because I want this bike to be all black and red, I decided to go with a smoke windscreen. My ultimate goal was to get the double bubble windscreen or the Corsa windscreen, and on their website, when I was looking for it, they were actually out of stock. I had to sign up for their email notification to get that. So zero gravity. No man, you guys got to tighten up. Even the third-party companies like Revzilla did not have the zero gravity mirrors and windscreens in stock. So I decided to go with a company called PUIEG. Now there's other videos here on YouTube with this model bike, the 2020, on how to install this windscreen. I'm gonna install it on my bike because there's a couple of things in their videos that are missing that I think is quite important if you're gonna get this windscreen. So I'm gonna cover that in this video today. Stay tuned. Now, here on the bike, I'm just gonna say whenever I'm riding, especially when I'm in like a full tuck. All right, so real quick, I am 6'2", 185 pounds. And when I'm riding, I'm like a giant as height-wise on this bike. Cause it's low. The windscreen itself is pretty low. Let me see if I can show you guys what I mean. All right, so let me explain to you guys what I mean. All right, so let's say I'm on the bike, right? And I'm riding at whatever speed. So my normal riding position is like this. Normally, I'm in this position, okay? But if you look at where I'm sitting on the bike and I'm riding, the wind is hitting off of here and it's going straight to my visor area. And then when I tuck, when I'm really tucked, if you look at where my arm is sitting and my knee, I have to go all the way down like this in order for the wind to go over my helmet. But now I don't have a helmet on, so it's not hitting anything. When I have a helmet, it's buzzing up against the tank. I don't like that. So what I tend to do is when I'm riding full tuck, I tend to come up a little bit and I can feel the wind hitting the front of my helmet. And I have all this space left at the wind is hitting with the stock visor. Now, the double bubble or the Corsa actually comes up higher over my helmet, so when I'm riding in a full tuck, more air can go over it. Well, the visor I have today is a little bit like the double bubble, just not quite. Okay, so let's say for instance we're on a bike, right? This is my head. So when I'm riding normal, I'm at this height, and basically this is what I see. So I have this line right here in my view. And then when I go full tuck, all I see is this. So I'm trying to go, and I got this line that's in the way of my view when I'm in full tuck. Sometimes that kind of gets annoying. So what I have to do is I have to tuck even further just to get behind the windscreen and the noise get quiet. And I don't really like that too much. So with today's visor, it's gonna help with that situation a little bit. So for today's video, you're gonna just need a 5mm and a 4mm to take off 6 Allen heads. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's more than 6 because you have to take off the mirrors, or loosen the mirrors at least, to get this part of the fairing up. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 4mm. And then these two, if I'm not mistaken, they're 4 as well, but I'm gonna try them out just to make sure they're not 5s. You have to take off a total of 10 4mm Allen bolts, or at least loosen the mirrors so that this visor, the fairing, can come up a little bit to where you can get the visor out, because there's a little rubber piece that's on this part of the visor that needs to come off and go onto the new visor. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and obviously 5 on the other side is a total of 10 with a 4mm Allen head bolt or socket. Now that I've taken off the 6, 2 silver, black, and then obviously these are just loose. You should be able to just lift the fairing up a little bit. If not, just loosen these up a little bit more. So I've seen a couple of videos where they just pull this out and that rubber grommet still somehow stays in, which is confusing to me, but I'm just gonna loosen up the mirrors a little more. And another thing too, If you do the block off mirrors, don't forget from time to time to just verify that these Allen heads, even the windscreen, are nice and tight. They do tend to get a little loose. All right, so that comes up all the way, and this one's not quite. Let me see if I can get the visor. Yep, there it is. And then you just pull that out like that, and then this is the one you have to reuse. And then obviously the other 4 you don't. So let's look at what's in the package to see what's the difference between the two. So what comes in the package is obviously I have a smoked windscreen. Here, let me show you what I mean. Saying that black and all black and more black, it's just gonna look real nice. Let's open this up. All right, so what comes in the package is this windscreen here. It looks like it's the black one, but I got it for a pretty good price. So Amazon, I can't complain. All right, so this is the new windscreen. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to put these over on the new windscreen and then transfer the windscreen to the bike. So let's do that real quick. Basically, the easiest way to take these off is I just, with my thumb, I just push down into it like this. Let me zoom in. So I just push down into it, and then from the bottom just pull. Be careful doing that, because if you rip this rubber piece, it's not gonna hold in here, and then when you try to put it onto the bike, this is gonna fall inside the bike and you'll never be able to get the windscreen on just right. All right, so to put it on to the new one, what I normally do, I always go from the bottom and just work your way in a circle. Like that. Boom. That one's done. Same thing to the other side. All right, so by the way, the windscreen that you see in this video is available. The link for this windscreen is in the description below. So if you want to check out this windscreen, just check the description below and then you can purchase one for yourself. But just looking at the front of these two, you can actually see that there's a height difference when it comes to wind deflection. One is a lot lower than the other, and then this one actually gives you more of a helmet circumference and it pushes the wind away. So let me just put this on the bike so you guys can have a better idea as to what it looks like. Damn. I already see a big difference. This part right here did not come out as far back as the other one did. But no matter, this looks really, really nice in comparison. Wow. All right, so another thing too, whenever you're putting this back together, just make sure all your bolt holes line back up. This is plastic, so when it was shipped, it forms to the shape of whatever it was in when it was shipped. So this was in a box, and so it kind of got stuck to the position that it was in. So if you're putting it on, it may feel a little tight, but it's actually for your bike. Just got to wiggle in and finesse it a little bit. But yeah, let me put the bolts back in, and then I'm gonna take off all these stickers because I hate stickers. Matter of fact, let's take them off right now. This one says I don't care. Even the company logo. I don't know. I'm just against stickers, man. Stickers or vinyls, it's not my thing. Yeah, sexy black. You know, I just realized, I know some of you guys are gonna be like, yo, if you're gonna make it all red and black, make it all black. These, I wouldn't recommend tying them down too tight. This is plastic. Plastic can crack. You crack your plastic, that's the end of that story. Got to start over from scratch. So just a little snug, and that's it. Don't over tighten any of these Allen head bolts, because if you, like I said, if you crack the plastic, it's kind of hard to fix. So I try not to go too crazy. I just snug them up, and then later on I'll tighten them down. Oh, and another thing too, somebody in the comments mentioned when I put on these mirror block offs to use blue Loctite. That'll actually help it from coming off of or getting loose on the bike. I didn't think about using Loctite. I just thought, you know what, just hand tighten them and they should be fine. But with all the vibration that the bike has or does create, it's a good idea to use Loctite. So I'm gonna use some Loctite in the coming video, and I'll show you guys me putting some blue Loctite. Just to tell you, I stick to it. If you give me some advice on something, I actually do take the advice, and I don't take it for granted. So I want to thank you guys for watching. this windscreen install on a 2020 Kawasaki Ninja ZX6R, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.